السلام الملكي.
من نجد علم يمتد بلا حد، ينشر المعرفة ويلهم العقول، يحتفي بالمنطقة ويوصل رسالتها للعالم، يثري الإبداع ويعبر عن معان متجذرة، يحكي قصص شبه الجزيرة العربية ويعكس تفاصيلها العريقة، يحيا بمعالمها وعمارتها، يحيا ويعبر للعالم عن نجد. من نجد علم يمتد. أهلا بكم في ملتقى الدرعية الدولي. علم يمتد.
يبقى هذا الوطن خالداً، وتبقى الدرعية حالة خاصة في ذاكرة هذا الوطن. الدرعية حيث الإرث والتاريخ، الدرعية قصة هذه الأرض، الدرعية علم يمتد، الدرعية النماء والرخاء، حيث تميل لها القوافل التجارية والحضارة الوطنية. لا بد من ميل إلى جهة، فلا تنكر على الرجل الكريم مميلا. إن الفؤاد وإن توسط في الحشاء ليميل في جهة الشمال قليلا. أصحاب السمو الملكي، أصحاب المعالي والسعادة، السيدات والسادة، الضيوف الكرام، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وأهلا وسهلا بكم في ملتقى الدرعية الدولي 2024. يسرنا أن نلتقي اليوم في رحاب الدرعية تحت شعار الدرعية عند ملتقى التاريخ والتجارة، دور المنطقة الوسطى في التبادل العالمي. الملتقى منصة استثنائية لاستكشاف وإبراز التراث العريق للدرعية والمنطقة الوسطى. على مدى اليومين القادمين ننطلق في رحلة استثنائية عبر جلسات تبرز التراث المادي والنصي وغير المادي لهذه المنطقة، مما يثري إدراكنا لدورها التاريخي والثقافي العميق. والآن يسعدني أن أقدم لكم السيد جيري إنزريلو، الرئيس التنفيذي لمجموعة هيئة تطوير بوابة الدرعية، ليقدم كلمته الترحيبية أمام هذا الجمع الكريم. To set the tone for today, it is my privilege to introduce Mr. Jerry Enzrillo, Group CEO of the Dir'iyya Gate Development Authority. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage for the opening remarks.
Shukran. Shukran. Salam alaikum. Good morning, everyone. Please forgive me because with the change of the weather, my gentle Brooklyn accent is a little bit more Brooklyn today. So if I sound like a Bedouin from Brooklyn, this is correct. So forgive my hoarseness of my language. On behalf of my beloved colleagues, Her Royal Highness Princess Sarah and Dr. Asma, nothing thrills me more than to do anything that has to do with the national identity, the source of our Saudi pride, which originates in its birthplace at Tareif and Diriyah. And if you will allow me in my beginning just to praise the custodian of the two holy mosques, our beloved King Salman, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have Tareif, we wouldn't have the UNESCO site, and especially in the leadership that I will acknowledge in just one moment. But after a society is healthy, and after a society is blessed with self-esteem, which we have, the best thing now is to transfer that national pride and embed it in the next generations to come, which is one of the principal motivations of the Diriyah Foundation, and that's why I'm so proud of Princess Sarah. One thing we will always do in celebrating the Diriyah Global Seminar 24, 25, 26 is invest in the next generation. Diriyah is the birthplace of the kingdom. Diriyah is the home of Al Saud. Diriyah is the source of all national pride. It is the source of our rich cultural heritage and identity. Again, I would like to praise His Majesty the King in acknowledging the founding day on February 22nd, because while we all rejoice in the 94 years of National Day, today's 300-year history has to be celebrated every day and taught every day. I'm very pleased to mention to you that at our pace of visitation, yesterday we had 15,000 people at Tareif and Bajeri Terrace. At this pace, by founding day of February 22nd, 2025, we will have welcomed 3 million people to the UNESCO World Heritage Site. People are coming from all over the world. You saw last week, we were scheduled to have President Macron at Tareif for 90 minutes. He was so blown away and loved it so much, organically, what it said to him, that he spent 3 hours there. Tomorrow, we will welcome it at Tareif, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So people are coming from all over the world to see the magic of Saudi Arabia now, its leadership, its creativity, its source of pride. And I want to also thank my fabulous staff at the Diriyah Gate Development Authority, because this year we have so much backing with sponsors. Now, normally, I would say it from my mind, and you'll forgive me for taking out a little piece of paper, but I want to make sure that I acknowledge all the people that have backed us for this year's seminar. So obviously, with Al Dada, I know His Excellency Dr. Fahd al-Samari, one of my heroes, will be here later on this afternoon. And I have the honor of introducing His Royal Highness Prince Faisal a little later, who's also chairman of Al Dada. But I want to thank Al Dada so much, the Heritage Commission, which have been our friends and partners forever. In a moment, we'll acknowledge someone very dear to us, His Royal Highness Prince Sultan bin Salman. And we could not have done this without the Ataraf Foundation. Our French friends, thank you so much for Sarifpa, IASA, the Akim Center, and we are very, very fortunate to have His Excellency, our very distinguished Minister of Education, with us this morning. I thank His Excellency. He's doing an amazing job at the Ministry of Education, and it is an honor. Also, as we get ready in 2 weeks to start the new Diriyah season, Layali Diriyah, I have to give a special tribute today to our beloved governor, Prince Fahad from Diriyah, because your leadership, Your Highness, has been amazing. And, you know, it's a big job to be the governor of Diriyah. But please, trust me when I tell you, there's not one day that goes by where the governor doesn't say, how can I help you? What do you need? He has been such a great inspiration to us, and we thank you so much. So today, it's a great honor for me. I believe in education. I came up through public school education, but today is very special to me, as you know. That's why we say there's only one today. But, you know, there's one other saying for the young people in the room. My mother would simply say that as you grow up, grab on and acknowledge people you see as your heroes and stand on the shoulder of giants. And in my world, we have two of them sitting right here, right now, and that's Prince Sultan bin Salman and Prince Faisal bin Salman. So I'd like to thank both of them. They're heroes to me. So it's going to be a very, very interesting day. I also want to thank His Excellency, because to have this seminar here, Dr. Ozma was very strong. I don't want to do the seminar in a hotel. I want it to be in an educational facility, because we have to keep our authenticity and our integrity. So I'd like to thank His Excellency and the Ministry of Education for allowing us to have this fabulous venue today. So without further ado, it gives me a great honor to introduce His Royal Highness Prince Faisal, who is, as you know, the chairman of Al Dada and also the chairman of the King Fahd National Library, to give this morning's opening address. Your Royal Highness, if you would grace us with your company, please. Thank you. Remember, only one today.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أصحاب السمو والمعالي والسعادة، الإخوة والأخوات الحضور، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يشرفني أن أقف اليوم بينكم في هذا الملتقى الذي تنظمه هيئة تطوير بوابة الدرعية تحت شعار الدرعية عند ملتقى التاريخ والتجارة، دور المنطقة الوسطى في التبادل العالمي. إن الدرعية بما تحمله من رمزية تاريخية وثقافية هي النواة الأولى للدولة السعودية الأولى، وموطن الحلم الذي قاد إلى وحدة هذا الكيان الكبير. ومن هنا تنبع أهمية هذا الملتقى الذي لا يقتصر على توثيق الماضي، بل يسعى أيضا إلى تسليط الضوء على دور الدرعية في رسم ملامح الحاضر وتشكيل المستقبل. ليسمح لي الزملاء في دارة الملك عبد العزيز والإخوة والأخوات في هيئة تطوير الدرعية أن أرحب بضيوفنا من مختلف الدول. Dear guests, it is a pleasure to welcome you all to this beautiful venue hosted by Dariyah Global Seminar 24. As you all know, Dariyah lies at the heart of Najd, and therefore at the center of the Arabian hinterland. It is part of the world that was for over a millennium has been overlooked and even neglected by Western empires, travelers, scholars alike. This negligence lasted until a pivotal moment happened in this history of this land, and that is the rise of the Saudi state. The state, born in Dariyah, breathed life into a relatively dry and predominantly desert land. The Saudi state, in its first phase, united small urban centers scattered around Najd. At the turn of the 18th century, this conglomerate of urban centers could be thought of as similar to Greek-style city-states. Despite the vast amount of land in between, the Saudi state managed to unite these entities under one central authority. It was only then, with the rise of a central state, that security, stability was provided, based on the rule of law, and in our case, Sharia law. Equality before the law, security and political stability are prerequisites for economic activity and growth. Hence, the area became at the center of trade routes, and over time increased its connection through commercial and cultural transactions with faraway lands. In other words, it became part of a global network. Dear guests, it is felt by many, including myself, that the subject of your seminar are very much understudied and a great number of questions remain unanswered, hence the value of your deliberations over the next 2 days. We are pinning high hopes on scholars amongst us today to rectify the state of scholarship and the body of language in this field. Thank you for your kind invitation, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors. Thank you very much.